I would love to show you one of these really easy and delicious healthy dog recipes from my new book, Healthy Dog, Happy Dog. Now this recipe is using roux and beef liver. Now I love using kangaroo because it's a really nutritious meat. It's high in protein, low in calories, plus it contains omega-3 fatty acids, so really good for dogs. Now you'll see here I've got our food already prepped, so it's super duper easy. It's more assembling than cooking. Now what have I got? I've got some ground pumpkin seeds here, which is really great for dogs, and you can grind it in bulk. I've got some steamed peas. I've got some eggshells, which I've ground up, really good for them and full of calcium. I've got some kelp powder, some turmeric powder, some nutritional yeast, and I've got some tinned mackerel here, which I've drained off. And then I've got some spinach, some carrot and some apple and some beef liver, plus obviously the roux here. So come and see how easy this is to do. So what I'm going to do is pop the meat in the bowl like so, add the rest of the ingredients. Super duper easy. A good tip actually is to add in the powders first. It's my eggshell as well, because then it mixes with the meat and sticks to the meat. And I've got some sunflower oil there as well. Just pop it all in. Now what I love about this fresh food recipe is that you can actually make a whole week's worth just now in advance, which makes it a lot easier when you're prepping food in the week. It's really important to make sure that if you are mixing this raw meat like this, that if you are meal prepping it, to know that it will kind of last about 2 or 3 days in the fridge. So if you're prepping for longer, make sure you pop it in the freezer. So now I'm going to add in the mackerel, because all the powders are all stuck to the meat, which is really great. And I've got my liver here, which is a really important ingredient because it's an organ meat and dogs really need that. And then I've got my grated carrot and my grated apple. Now the reason we grate the carrot is because if you just don't do that, it's difficult for the dogs to actually digest, which obviously is not good. So here we go. How many seconds did it take me to mix those things up? Now this is jammed full of nutrition for the dogs, and it's extremely tasty. But don't just take my word for it. Let's go and do a taste test with the dogs.
Just one more time. You can deliver. If you don't believe me.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Yeah. Now this is extremely tasty, it smells really good and it looks good and it is so nutritious. But don't take my word for it. Let's go and do a taste test with the dogs.